They wanted my fence moved back 3 feet, so I moved their entire neighborhood into a flood zone. My corner lot sat at the highest point in the subdivision. For 8 years, everything worked perfectly. Then Jennifer Carlson bought the house next door. Former city councilwoman, current HOA vice president, permanent pain in my ass. She wanted her yard extended, which meant my fence needed to relocate 3 feet onto my property. I said no. She made it her personal crusade. First came the covenant violations. Fence height exceeds standards. I proved it didn't. Fence color unapproved. I showed the original approval. When citations failed, she went political. At the HOA meeting, she convinced the board to reclaim the drainage easement behind my property for neighborhood beautification. They voted to fill it with decorative river rock and ornamental grasses. I tried warning them. That easement handles all the runoff for this hill. You can't just fill it with landscaping. Jennifer smiled that practiced smile. We have a landscape architect. I'm sure we know better than some old dirt farmer. My grandfather was a decorated combat engineer who designed that drainage system in 1956. But arguing with Jennifer was pointless. She started construction immediately. Dump trucks delivered river rock. Workers planted $40,000 worth of ornamental grasses. Irrigation lines went in. I called the county flood control district, filed a formal complaint, submitted my grandfather's original drainage plans, signed and sealed. The inspector came out, took one look, and issued a stop work order. Then he contacted FEMA. Here's what Jennifer didn't understand. That easement was the entire subdivision's flood mitigation system. My grandfather had engineered it to handle a 100-year storm event. Without it functioning, the whole neighborhood fell below FEMA flood protection standards. 2 weeks later, reclassification letters went out. 127 families suddenly required flood insurance. Mortgage companies sent urgent notices. Property values dropped overnight. The HOA emergency meeting was spectacular. Homeowners packed the clubhouse, furious. Jennifer tried blaming me, but the county inspector presented his findings. Her beautification project triggered the reclassification. The board had 2 choices: restore the original drainage immediately or face lawsuits from every homeowner. They chose restoration. Ripped out every rock, removed every grass, regraded to my grandfather's original specifications. Total cost, $178,000 from HOA reserves. Jennifer resigned the next day. 3 board members followed. My fence still stands exactly where my grandfather placed it, and every time it rains, I watch that easement channel water perfectly downhill. They thought 3 feet didn't matter. It cost their HOA $178,000 and 3 resignations.